"I need the money tomorrow," my wife demanded, thrusting a thick envelope toward me as if it were a ticking bomb, and inside were the details of her parents' mounting debts, a burden I had never agreed to shoulder, yet now lay squarely in my hands, igniting a storm of frustration, disbelief, and quiet determination, because marriage may be partnership, but it does not obligate one to rescue family after family without discussion, consent, or planning. And as I stared at the documents, loans, late fees, and collection notices, I realized that the weekend that was supposed to bring rest would instead be consumed by calculations, calls, and strategizing, testing both my patience and my resolve. I took a deep breath, refusing to react with anger, and asked for the full story, listening carefully as my wife explained how her parents had mismanaged their finances, ignored warnings, and now faced imminent consequences that could ripple into her own life. And though I understood her concern and compassion for her family, I also recognized the necessity of boundaries, responsibility, and thoughtful planning, because giving in to panic or obligation without clarity could lead to disaster for us, rather than a solution for them. Over the next hours, I meticulously reviewed the debts, contacted creditors, and explored repayment plans, combining negotiation, careful budgeting, and legal advice to understand what was feasible within 24 hours, aware that rash decisions could worsen the situation and that my actions would reflect both my commitment to my marriage and my own principles, ensuring that support did not become exploitation, and love did not become financial recklessness. By nightfall, after calculations, calls, and tense discussions with my wife about priorities and responsibilities, I had crafted a plan that allowed for partial immediate payment to avert urgent consequences, while establishing a structured repayment schedule that preserved our stability and protected us from long-term risk, demonstrating both resolve and compassion, and teaching the valuable lesson that accountability must be balanced with care, and that urgency does not excuse impulsive decisions. When I presented the plan the next morning, my wife's initial frustration softened into relief, and I calmly explained the reasoning behind each step, emphasizing that supporting family is a noble goal, but it must never come at the cost of reason, stability, or personal responsibility, and that true partnership requires discussion, collaboration, and mutual understanding, not unilateral demands or emotional pressure, because the strength of a marriage lies in both love and reason, and in the ability to navigate crises together without sacrificing fairness or prudence. Over the following weeks, as the repayments began and tensions eased, I noticed a subtle but significant shift in our relationship. My wife learned to communicate more thoughtfully, to approach challenges collaboratively rather than coercively, and to respect the boundaries that ensure both emotional and financial stability, while I gained confidence in my ability to manage crises calmly, strategically, and effectively, reinforcing the principle that problems, no matter how urgent, are best solved through planning, clear thinking, and partnership rather than panic, resentment, or unilateral demands. Reflecting on the ordeal, I understood that the envelope of debts, once a symbol of stress, blame, and tension, had become an unexpected catalyst for growth, clarity, and stronger collaboration within our marriage, proving that even in moments of financial pressure, the choices we make, the way we communicate, and the boundaries we uphold can transform conflict into cooperation, frustration into understanding, and urgency into strategic action, leaving us better prepared to face future challenges, wiser in our decision-making, and more connected as partners, because true love, support, and partnership are measured not by how quickly we give in to demands, but by how effectively, thoughtfully, and responsibly we navigate crises together, ensuring that compassion never undermines stability, and that care is balanced with wisdom, integrity, and foresight.